Hello and welcome. My name is Andres Ruz. I'm the Director of Information Security for Meriplex, and we are going to talk today about what's going on with Zoom. What is all this noise that you probably already heard in the news? So let's get started. So there are four things I would like to discuss with you today. The first one is we're going to talk about this end-to-end encryption that Zoom has been telling you about, what is actually really happening. The second thing is we're going to talk about what is this news about them sharing some of your information with other companies, particularly selling your information with other companies. Then we're going to talk about Zoom bombing, and this is very important not only for you, but they're very important for your kids if they're using this with the school, or maybe you're using this as a personal. It's very important that you're aware of that. And then we're going to go over what you should be doing. So the idea is to have a very short video on these four things. So the first thing that happened is, I'm not sure if you have used Zoom in the past, but what Zoom is always saying is that it's end-to-end encryption. And what really is happening is that it's not a truly end-to-end encryption. And the case is because the company, as we are seeing in these articles, can actually access that information. It's providing you an encryption from your device to the company, but the company has those keys. So at any time, they can access your information. And that's why there was so many problems with this feature, saying that it's not truly an end-to-end encryption. And one of the key messages here is be careful of what you are actually sharing during these meetings, because your information is not encrypted. The second thing that happened and was all over the news was that it seems that, especially with Apple devices, you can have your Apple Zoom app sharing information, especially with Facebook. So what's going on is Zoom was collecting some of your personal information, and some examples there for your time zone, your language, the model number of your phone, what is the IP address that you have, and some of that was sold to other companies, including Facebook. And there is right now, the company is being sued in the California state because of actually doing this. So this has been very serious. Zoom has actually updated their privacy notice on what they do with their information. I will recommend you to go there and read this new policy that they have in place. The last thing that I want to talk to you is about this Zoom bombing. So what is Zoom bombing is pretty much you're in a conference call. You can be with your friends, or you can be, with your family or with business, and suddenly, boop, someone joins without you knowing who that person is, and they start putting things online. They start sharing their screen, as you can imagine, doing things that they should know, like pornography or hate, those type of things. And this has been a very big problem. And the main reason why this is happening is because you have a personal ID with Zoom that is not protected. And if you don't put a password, or you are not taking other considerations, anyone can join your meeting, and at the same time accessing the information that you are doing and be part of your meeting. So I know that you're asking yourself, okay, this is very serious. What we should do? The first thing I'm going to tell you is read the privacy policy that Zoom just published, right? That's a change. It's been very clear about how they provide encryption, what is actually what they mean with end-to-end encryption. They're not removing that slogan from the products, but they actually are explaining what that means. The second thing is update any software that you have with Zoom, because they say that they release a new patch that is going to remove some of this software that was sending some of this information to their partners like Facebook. So they say that they already update the software to make sure that doesn't happen again. And the last thing that I'm going to spend a little more time is what can you do if you're using Zoom into protecting the Zoom bombing. So there's a couple of things. I'm going to give you 4 recommendations. The first one is don't use your personal ID. Your personal ID is unique, and the problem with using that all of the time, you can share it with people, and without realizing there's a lot of people who has that ID. So there's a way that you can generate like an alternative or one-time meeting IDs. That's what you should use. The second thing is require people to put the password to get in. So in the bad luck that someone get that alternative ID, they still require a password to log into these sessions, to these meetings with you. You can take advantage of the waiting room. So if someone is joining the conversation, you put them in the waiting room, and until you don't clear them out, they cannot join the organization. And the last thing, the conversation. And the last thing is make sure that only hosts can share the screen. Now, this is very nice. I want to show you where you do this in your scheduling options in Zoom. So let me zoom in here and let's talk about these options. So these options are, of course, in the meeting ID. You cannot see my personal ID because I remove it, but here you can say one-time meeting ID. This is the one that generates a meeting ID that changes every time that you submit a new meeting. Here's where you put to require a password. So every time that you send the invitation out, the password will be there for you. The last thing that I'm going to show you on that one is the enabling waiting room. Make sure that that's enabled, so when someone joins, pretty much you can see who they are. And on the advanced sharing options, while you are in the meeting or maybe before, you can say that only hosts can share your screen. These are the key things that you can do right now to protect your organization and make sure that these are going to at least prevent the Zoom bombing situation. Here are all the resources I use for our video today. There's a lot of news. If you search for Zoom bombing or Zoom end-to-end encryption, you will find a lot of articles about this. The FBI put an alert on this, so it's a very serious situation. I would recommend you to take a look at the resources. And here is my email in case you have questions. So if you have any comment, please reach out. We are here in Meriplex to help you. Have a great week.